What is going on, guys? It's the Aussie Hard Life here with another video. Today we are. Oh my god. What is going on, guys? It's the Aussie Hard Life here with another video. Today we are going to be going through two computer builds priced at $1,000 and $2,000. Australian currency, of course, because this is the OG Aussie Hard Life. These two builds are focused primarily on gaming, and all the parts are sourced from PC Case Gear. But without any further ado, let's get right into the meat of the video.
G'day mate, how you going?
Okay guys, so I hope you like that banging intro. It took me a couple of weeks of hard work to put it together. First up is a build that will set you back $2,000. It should be great for gaming and editing in 1080p. I've decided to go with an Intel Core i5 7600K. There is the Ryzen lineup, but with Intel you're getting support for the 1151 socket, so if you wanted to upgrade to an i7 later on, it's going to be no problem whatsoever. Speaking of CPUs, let's talk about what's going to be cooling ours. For this build, I've decided to go down the water cooling route, as the i5 7600K does not come with a stock cooler inside the box. For this build, I chose the Cooler Master Master Liquid CPU cooler, which should keep our CPU nice and cool even under load. I do want to exaggerate, however, that this is going to be an extreme overkill, and an air cooler would do just as well, if not better, for more competitive prices. Next, we have our MOBO, arguably the most important part of the build. For this system, we're going to pick up the ASUS ASRock H270 performance motherboard. This board has some pretty cool features like M.2 SSD support and RGB lighting if you're into that, but we'll touch on that later. This is going to look really clean on a tempered glass case and should fit into the red and black theme nicely. Speaking of cases, we've decided to go down the NZXT route with the S340 Elite. This case has some pretty cool looking PSU shroud and easy cable management for hiding those unnecessary cables. Next on the parts list, we have our RAM, 16 gigs of Kingston HyperX Fury RAM to be specific, in a 4x4 configuration to fill up all the slots on our MOBO. This amount of RAM is also going to be great in large open world games like GTA 5 and PUBG. 16 gigs is quite overkill, however, just for gaming, but it does make your system future-proof for the next few years and will prevent system stuttering and slowdowns. For mass storage, we do have the 2TB Toshiba drive with an RPM of 7200. 2TB should be sufficient to hold all but the biggest Steam libraries, and we won't need more unless you start to record gameplay in vast quantities. With the Samsung 960 EVO M.2 SSD variant, we are taking advantage of the M.2 slots on the MOBO we talked about earlier. At around 250 gig, we should have enough space for Windows 10 and a few favorite titles, enabling an ultra-fast boot time. For the PSU, we are definitely not skimping out on anything with the Cooler Master Vanguard 80 Plus Gold certified 650 watt fully modular unit. This means we can detach any unnecessary cables we don't need for our system, and it being gold certified, your power bill will thank you. Last but definitely not least, we have the GPU, a 1066GB variant. This thing should be able to run any modern title well over 60 FPS in high settings and give you buttery smooth FPS. Also, with this card you are getting useful features like Nvidia Shadowplay to record your gameplay. Finally, we just have a bog standard wireless internet adapter you can plug straight into the motherboard. Of course, you won't need one of these if you plan to place your computer right next to your modem, in which case you can just use a standard Ethernet cable to connect your system. Including Windows 10, this does bring our system to a grand total of $2,000. Okay, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a comment below if you think I should continue the series and if you liked what I had going on this episode. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.